Set your butane torches to high and your expectations to low. Coming to you live from Just the Tip Cigars in the hills of the Steel City. Get ready to get your fix. This is the Cigar Junkies Podcast. Welcome to the Cigar Junkies Podcast, a cigar show for the community by the community. A forum to talk stogies, booze, food, and anything else in the cigar lifestyle. If you're looking for ratings, negativity, reviews, or an authority on all things cigars, you came to the wrong place. Whether you like what you hear or not, please join the conversation and let us know by finding us at the Cigar Junkies Facebook group or emailing us at thecigarjunkies@gmail.com.
What's up, junkies?
I'm Cory.
I'm Sam.
I'm Jason.
And we are the Cigar Junkies. And if you're watching this, so are you. And you know what that means. We need your support. We appreciate you being here, watching us, hanging out with us, commenting in the chat, sending your emails. But that's not enough. Like, subscribe, share. They call that the call to arms.
Yeah.
I figured that out recently
Yeah.
from a video that you shared with me. Yeah, do it on every platform. Comment on the videos, comment on the podcast. Word of mouth, man. Spread the love.
Vote
Spread the
early.
junkie love.
You watched that video?
Junkie love. I watched about half of it. I haven't finished it yet, but I intend to.
Well, I told Sam, I said, Cory's not going to watch that. There aren't any cartoons in it.
I forgot about that.
I tell you what, if they did an animated version of it, I'd have been the whole way through for sure. 100%.
I forgot you did that. You're like, yeah, he's not going to watch it, bud. He's there's no cartoons.
Cartoons or boobies. They both help.
Oh,
Yeah.
If there had been cartoon boobies in there,
Oh, yeah. I
sure.
definitely could figure those are your kind of boobies.
Best
Oh,
elbow
100%.
titties in the galaxy.
That's one of like
You
the
understood that
most
reference.
entertaining and uncomfortable episodes of Rick and Morty to
It
ever
is really
exist.
bad.
Yeah, dude.
It's not great at all. Yeah.
It reminds me. Do you ever get around? Give me a show of hands. Clerks 2? Jason, I know.
yeah, for sure.
No.
No.
It reminds me of Rosario Dawson's reaction to the Donkey Show. She's like, "I'm disgusted and repulsed, but I can't look away."
Can't look away. Yeah, that's.
Which I
I'm
imagine-
sorry, Jesus.
If he's jerking off, I am too.
Oh, so we're just going right. We're just jumping off this cliff. We're not even gonna try, huh?
I see no reason not to. I mean, like this show needs a little injection of something. I think you know what I mean.
I feel.
Because we all came in here kind of lukewarm. Start things off with a donkey show, and just remember, Kelly can be a guy's name too. Hey, ooh, cake. So many dude. I'm gonna tell you right now, that movie as a movie is a 5 out of 10. But that movie, as far as quotability, is a 10 out of 10.
Oh, 100%.
Plus, Rosario Dawson dances on a roof with no bra.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Rosario Dawson's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan remembers watching it for the first time in Jason's apartment.
And
Different Ryan.
Yeah, what's
Oh.
up, Ryan? How you doing, buddy?
He's like, wait, what do you? Wait, hi.
I'm like, what department? The ladies' lingerie department? Remember department
Did
stores?
I say? Yeah, yeah,
It used to be a thing.
yeah. I mean, there's still a couple left, barely.
Drew Carey worked in one of those for a long time. But it led to coffee-flavored beer, which was a ridiculous thing, which is why they did it on a comedy show.
And now,
And now, real.
dude, coffee stouts are so
Yeah.
yummy. But that's
Yeah.
like The Simpsons. Like shit from The Simpsons just comes true.
Eventually, people are going to try everything.
Like
you know what I
9/11.
mean? Everything's going to happen eventually. And there goes everybody.
that.
Thanks, Jason.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lindsay, you got to come in the shop. My salt bucket's empty. It's not salty enough without you. Because she's salty as fuck. There's a whole story there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, I was aware
for a while.
It has her name on it. That when she comes in here, I get the bucket. She has to sit on the bucket. That's the deal. Because she's salty as fuck.
Is it because she's too moist? I'm sorry.
For those at
If
home,
the
from
game-
over there, I hear.
Ew. I tell you what, if the gay guy doesn't like the joke, you know you hit it out of the park for the other guys. You know what I mean? That's what I like.
Lindsay goes, "Oh my god, no, you didn't."
Me?
Yeah,
Lindsay doesn't.
I'm assuming it's to you. That's usually the reaction women have to you. So
That's usually the reaction everybody has to me for the most part is no, you didn't.
You're not wrong.
And I I've come to embrace the character that I am on this show, which is very much a real part of myself. But I've come to accept that I am the whipping boy and the face palm and the slow head shake. Hey man, you do what you got to do for the kids at home. You know what I mean?
I dig it. So how was your week?
My week was, I don't know, 5-6 weeks of fucking midnights in a row with overtime. So
Well, that's good.
for the most part, it was relatively non-existent.
Yeah.
The other role that I have accepted is bitch at work, and I wear those colors well.
Yeah.
And what are you gonna do about it? You know what I mean? Try to do my part.
Sometimes it's good to be the bitch, though.
And support the
lack of
industry.
responsibility.
It's true.
Or in some cases, it can be more responsibility that you're really supposed to have. They're like, hey, I need you to do this thing. Like, what do you mean you need me to do this thing? Yeah, don't ask about it. Just go fucking do it.
It means we asked some guy named Dan to do it, and he did nothing. So now it's your turn.
John McCory. I'm sorry. Did he just say he's watching from Kenya? I feel
fuck yeah. We're finally.
That's cool as hell.
We're finally in the plains.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. Because usually anybody that's watching overseas has been like your family.
Yeah.
Or extended
live
family.
from Kenya.
So, real talk, this is a prototype. Nobody's noticed and said anything
Your shirt?
yet. So, yeah. Does anybody care to weigh in on the shirt?
It's got your logo on it.
It's got one of them, yeah.
I like it. I like the color.
Yeah. And it's
I don't know.
color fade spot there.
I don't know. I've never watched it. So I'm not sure if that's deodorant or a situation that came from I have been using, ironically, now that it's not cold anymore, I ordered, I love Dove Men Care. Have you used any Dove Men Care products? I use their body wash
The
with
gray
the fucking,
bottle. Yep.
I use the red label
Okay.
because it has the, what do they call that, pumice in it, which in the oil field, fucking very, very helpful for trying to scrub that shit off. Yes. And it smells ridiculous. It's really good. So I used to get an aftershave lotion that I stopped using because it made my head too shiny for the show.
I remember that, actually.
Yeah. It was like a fucking a lighthouse, right? Like it was
a
pretty
lot.
brutal. It was a lot.
Seneca just said, "Don't use Dove. It makes your hair fall out."
Well, I mean, it's a little late.
He's trying to get the rest of it to fall out so he doesn't have to shave anymore.
That would be wonderful. I put it on.
Like at this point, just be done with it.
I put it on the backside, and nothing's happening. So, anywho's, I have a. I think they discontinued the aftershave lotion that I used to get because the only place I see it is like eBay and other vendors that are similar, and it's like ridiculously priced.
Yeah,
like ridiculously priced. And so, but I did find that they have like these little jars that are super inexpensive of like a face lotion. And so I've got that to like, because the stubble in the wintertime when it's dry out, it's fucking miserable, right?
Which is
you
why
don't
I keep
shave
mine
anything.
right here.
So I mean, I don't think you can relate to that, can you, Jason?
I don't shave anything.
No, you do not shave.
You think I'm just a hairy beast and I like it?
I don't. No.
Eric just applauded that, and I think that may be the reason that fucking Jason comes in with zero hair next week. Almost. So close.
Yeah. Dougie Duck said, "Morning, ladies. At least you're saving money on the shampoo, Cory."
What's up, Dougie?
And he likes the shirt.
Yeah. It's body wash head to toe. My showers are fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zip zip.
You ever see those little dog videos with the guy narrating? It's like, I'm fast as F, boy. I'm actually trying not to swear today.
No,
I don't know
good call.
why. But I'm fast as F, boy. That's me in the shower. I shower pretty quick. You know what I mean? Like 90% of the time it's here, and there. The rest of it's pretty much all fine. You get the areas with the hair that retain the
Everything
smells.
that needs a
They
wash
call that
gets
the
a
golden triangle.
Hey, I guess Pittsburgh comes second to my body hair
Indeed.
because I think they also call it.
wash. So how was your week, Jason?
Jeff, quit giving us the stars. We can't get them.
Was busy.
Thank you though.
Did a lot of work and stuff helping my son get ready for crossing over into Boy Scouts.
Hey, how did the? I don't think I ever heard a final result on the soapbox.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to ask the same thing.
Yeah, because the
How
last
did
I
it end
heard,
up?
it got
There was
horribly screwed, and then you supposedly saved it. What were the
He
results?
didn't supposedly save it. He saved it.
There were 11 participants. We came in 10th place.
Oh,
That ain't last.
Yeah, not great.
You know what I mean?
Wasn't last.
It's not last. I'm choosing to be supportive today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who are you and what have you done with Cory?
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have sent him that
I have
video.
a very limited amount of time to sleep today, and I've chosen tequila as my preferred sleep aid, is what happened. Also, because of the fact that I came here straight from work, I got an early head start on said
That's
medication.
Right on.
Cool.
Golden rule, you know what I mean?
So, was it like a disastrous came in 10th, or was it just a?
No, it was just the car was slow. It one of the wheels was messed up.
Where'd you
and,
get that?
I mean, where did I get that?
The
It
coaster. Where'd you get that?
was sitting on the table over there.
I mean, I didn't.
Okay.
It's funny that he
I've been
asked
looking
that
for it
question.
for like a week and a half.
I found it for you.
Yeah, thank you.
There it
I was
is.
like, huh. I was
Okay.
laughing because I thought somebody jacked it. I
So-
thought that somebody stole it, and I was like, "Why would you steal it? Like of all the stuff, that really? That's
My initial reaction was in defense of Jason to say, "What the fuck? Do you think he brought it from home?"
not yet."
But now that you say it that way, I'm kind of thinking maybe he accidentally did.
Maybe
That my
He
first
took
thought
that
was that
instead of his
it got
keys.
set on the board, and then it slid under one of those. You know what I mean? Like it was in there, and he was like, "Oh, good, I got a coaster."
One of those calls whenever I'm like 5 minutes into sleep and it's like, "Are my keys on the board?"
and Sam's like, "You mean these keys that I hid behind the counter?"
It's one of the worst Sundays of my
I
life.
literally told you.
I did not pay attention to
I
that.
was not.
It was a terrible Sunday.
Oh.
You know
So,
what Sundays were great?
Sundays are
back-
for picking stones.
Explain, because he gets it, I don't.
Letterkenny.
That's Letterkenny.
Sundays
okay.
are for picking stones.
It must be
They're
like
all
season 5 or season 4.
It's
I
pretty
think,
early.
I think
but
I
yeah.
made it to like 3 or something.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Man, I figured you'd have watched all of it.
To be fair,
To be
fair, it's
It is
mostly the same,
same thing
episode
over and
over and
over
over
again.
again.
Get this guy a puppers.
Get this guy.
I'd like a puppers.
Yeah.
I miss my puppers. My
I-
puppers is away at camp with my wife, whom I also miss.
I drank a lot of puppers last night.
Jason has no choice but to occasionally look directly at me, which is the reason he laughed and you didn't, because I looked directly at the camera.
He looked right at the camera and he was like
just in case.
like longingly paused, like, I truly
Hi,
miss that,
honey.
Yeah,
I never look at the camera.
yeah.
Ever.
Well, it's good.
You should probably change that.
It,
Say
yeah.
hello.
Seneca said, plot twist, I'm not there because I'm also at camp with Cory's wife.
Oh.
Oh, hey, I have one of those.
I got bad news for you, Seneca. She does not have any sisters.
Okay.
Too much?
It's a family
It was the only
tradition.
thing I could think of, man. It was like
So tell me, Hank, why do you drink?
there's
What's this? Let's do that.
reasons.
Oh,
It's time for the Cigar of the Week, brought to you by Leaning House Fine Cigars. The Leaning House is your destination for the ultimate cigar smoking experience. Whether you're exploring their wide selection of premium cigars, unwinding in their comfortable lounge, or enjoying live music on one of the most unique and intimate live music venues in the burg, the house has something for everyone. Do you want to try the stick we're smoking today? Stop by leaninghousefinecigars.com or visit Dave in Bell Vernon or Heidi in Brownsville. Wherever you are, make the house your home for premium cigars.
speaking of the Leaning House, that's
Hey.
right down the street from my buddy Ryan's house.
Okay.
He could probably walk
Does
there.
his house lean too?
I don't know.
You should go to Louie's house. That shit leans like a motherfucker.
really?
Oh my god, bro. You go into his. First of all, his basement is interesting because it's unfinished. And one side he has his music room set up, and the other side he has his shop set up. And like, I remember the first time I went in there because we talked about having Louis on the show and like having him be a serious guest for like, hey man, what's the process? And then I went to his house and I'm like, oh, this looks like every workshop in Pittsburgh, just with like 30-year-old, 50-year-old craftsman fucking table saws and shit. Yeah. If you're lucky, anything 20 years old or newer is Pittsburgh Tool Company.
All right.
Right. Okay, so you're following along.
Uh-huh.
So when I walk through his basement, I have to duck in areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Louis cruises along, and it's weird because I'm like hyper aware of like, oh, you're shorter than me, which does not often happen with people who are first of all grown adults, and secondly have hair.
I say you could have just said with people.
Period.
Yeah, I mean,
could have just left it at that.
That's a reasonable assessment of the situation.
It's like adding ass to a sentence. Like it doesn't actually do anything.
Hey, look who was paying attention on accident.
Smelling what I'm stepping in there.
But low ceilings in this motherfucker. But when you come down the basement steps, it's particularly reminiscent of. Did you go to Idlewild when you were a kid ever?
Yeah, once or twice. Yeah.
So Idlewild Park, for those of you who are not from Pennsylvania, is an amusement park that is like divvied up into half of like a C-class amusement park. Like they have some fun rides and shit, but it's like mostly stuff that it's not thrill seekers stuff, right? It's mostly for like you hit 10 and you graduate to Kennywood.
Yeah.
Okay, for like real roller coasters and stuff. But they have a place called Storybook Forest. And in Storybook Forest, they have the crooked house from the nursery rhyme. And as soon as you hit them steps, you could be sober as a bird. You hit them steps, and you're like, I've
not
had
great.
too many. Because it is like the whole way down. So, yeah, I don't know.
So what are we smoking since we didn't?
I took a page out of your. I actually intentionally birdwalked this because that's like your jam, and I was like, I'm not going to go straight into it. I'm going to birdwalk a little bit, but this ended up being quite the departure from our actual
it's almost like
sponsored segment.
Get right back.
So thank you. In case you forgot why we're here, make the house your home for premium cigars, and you can smoke what we've smoked on this show before, episode 12. You said,
yep.
Which is ironic
because it's the
12th anniversary. Yeah.
That's why I was able to find it so quick because I was like, I was like, wait a minute, didn't we do it for the 12th episode? The 12th. Hey.
And we're bird walking again. We're smoking the Room 101 12th anniversary. This is the 6x52 Toro. It has a Nicaraguan Maduro wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and Nicaraguan fillers, making it
a Puro.
A Nicaraguan Puro.
Puro.
Look at that, even Jason knew.
Look at you go.
Actually, like low-key proud of you, bro. Good job.
Yeah.
Launched in 2021, the Cigar Junkies may or may not have actually, in fact, it turns out we have smoked a cigar before. It gets a little hard to keep track after 104 episodes.
Yeah.
So.
I think we should do a spreadsheet and actually like track the cigars. Like, or just write them down.
Okey
When you
dokey.
say we,
You mean Jason?
will Jason do it?
Depends how much you're paying me.
It's the same as your current salary.
A cigar a week.
Perfect.
Hey, complain all you want, but I got you a nifty new table for the computer.
Hey, you did.
I mean, it's all about those quality of life improvements. You know what I mean?
This is a good update. I enjoy this patch you rolled out.
You want to take the camera and show the kids at your home your fancy new table? Because I got nothing. That's essentially what I'm saying here.
Okay.
I don't think they can see it.
El Jefe started off by saying, "Nice shirt, Cory." So he just led right into it.
Yeah. Shannon says it's pink.
It has pink.
It's supposed
with this color.
It's supposed to be brown. But it is a very light brown. Reminds me of like the Hershey's pencil. Remember the pencil in school that you could smell and it smelled like chocolate?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I know you
remember
smelled
the
all the pencils, Eric.
I smelled
regardless of where they were from.
The rubber cement was my favorite.
Rubber cement. I mean, good fumes,
For sure.
but for taste, you can't beat just straight up paste.
Oh, Elmer. Yeah. Yeah. And we're talking like the Billy
I
Madison.
had the
like,
menthol.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
That's Billy Madison.
I know.
Okay.
I still remember the smell of my kindergarten teacher. Oof.
What?
Yeah,
I remember the smell
is a distinct
of
smell
my kindergarten teacher.
from kindergarten. I don't know, dude. She brought in mealworms one time.
And to this day, he
left
still
them
won't
there
eat
for a long
tuna.
time.
I'm sitting here trying not to. I couldn't do it.
So she brought in mealworms once.
Which, by the way, is
And
a
then
very
they lived
popular
there
bait
a while.
for
It was
fishing.
like you were supposed to watch the life cycle or something. I don't remember anything about mealworms other than I did not like the smell of that classroom, except for that menthol paste. That shit was lit.
that wasn't menthol paste, dudes. That was just paste mixed with the smell of coals.
It's good. Yeah. Are they still around?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to tell because, without the cool advertisements in the magazines, how do you know? You know what I mean? Unless that's your brand.
Yeah, you're not allowed you're not allowed to say cigarettes are cool anymore. Can we say cigars are cool?
As long as you spell it with a C.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Cool. Refreshing cigars.
I think Chris is confused. It is not our anniversary.
Tis not.
It's the cigar's anniversary, the cigar company's anniversary, their
From
12th anniversary.
Yeah, from 3
from
years
3
ago.
years ago. Yeah.
Which now we're like more anniversarios past there now.
But for junkie math, it's pretty good.
So this would be the 15th anniversary.
What's up, Keith Kilburn?
Something like that, yeah. Hey, Keith. We know what you look now. You can't
Yeah. Haha, we seen your face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm.
So,
I was going to
Jason,
talk shit on Uncle Artie for
since
something.
it's your first time,
Mm-hmm.
how do you like it?
I like this cigar a lot. I like it a lot. It's got a strong, robust taste, but it's not like, some of them like the flavor like sticks in your mouth. This doesn't do that. It's got like a
Nice clean finish.
Yeah, it's got a clean finish. There we go.
That's cool.
That's what I like about it.
I've smoked boxes and boxes of this cigar. I went a little nuts on these for a while. I love it. Like it's because it's hearty enough that it's full body, but it's not pepper bomb kicking you in the teeth or whatever.
I've got a very limited number of teeth left. I'd like to avoid kicking them when possible. Sam, I'd like you to weigh in on something for me. I have a question specifically for you. Because you're a country dude. You're a manly guy. Like Jason, you're country also, but you're a little nerdier. So I don't know
fair.
if
You're a
you're
nerdy
the right
country.
person. If a buddy of yours got a new truck and you had to find out through your wife, would you be hurt?
No, I wouldn't give a shit.
Oh, okay.
What?
Uncle Artie bought a truck and he didn't tell me. I had to find out through my wife.
Yeah, no, I would not have.
Because he
cared.
was like essentially I was trying to sell him that red Cigar Junkies decal. Not sell.
Oh yeah.
But I was trying to give it to him. I'm like, man, if you need to get a hard top for your Jeep so you can put it on the back window because he has a red Jeep. I'm like, it'd look actually pretty cool on his truck or his Jeep. And he's like, I'm actually thinking about trading it in. I'm thinking about getting a truck. And I'm like, I get to shop for a truck without buying one. So my wife can't be mad at me. So like I start actively looking at trucks. He buys, first of all, which is cool, like get what you want, but I'm like on Car Gurus every day, like searching for shit and sending it to him. I'm like, yeah. And then he buys he said he wanted a Colorado, and then he was looking heavily at Ridgelines, which I tried to steer him away from.
Did he get a Ridgeline?
No.
Okay, good.
But he got a Frontier, which was not even in the conversation. Like Tacoma was in there, but Frontier was just like nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he got a Frontier, and I had to find out through my wife. It's not even red.
Well, what are we gonna do? What color is it?
I don't remember.
Because if it's white, it would go really well on a white vehicle.
That's what I hear.
That decal would look phenomenal on a white vehicle. If only we could find a white vehicle.
I'm thinking because he bought a truck and didn't tell me, that decal is just going to be on his truck one day when he wakes up, no matter what color it is.
I mean, yeah, I'm for it.
If he don't like it, he could put a cap on it, you know? It's like the opposite of that Beyonce song.
I mean, he could also just like scrape it off.
He could.
Like you just take a razor blade and they come back off. It's not permanent.
I mean, I still do it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I don't really see him going through the effort. He drove that freaking Wrangler for like 12 years. And there's no cabin pressure in that thing, dude. Like there's holes everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel pretty confident.
Jeff Scales says, "Don't be a drama bitch."
I haven't gotten that one yet.
Yeah, I
I'm
didn't
sure
get
it's
it
coming. I
either.
still got maggots and
I like
bloodworms. Yeah. You know what? I could cry as much as I want. When you start losing your hair, then you can weigh in, Jeff. You know what I mean?
It's my party.
Jeff's never gonna lose his hair.
I know. Fuck him, right?
No, he's gonna be.
Damn it, Jeff! You ruined my swearing streak.
Ooh.
Oh,
I was
you were
doing really
doing good too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's like breaking the seal. Now he's just gonna pee everywhere.
And release the hounds.
That goddamn silver fox coming in
There
here
it is
and fucking
twice.
up my shit.
3 times, 4 times, lady.
I fucked you up. You had to keep counting.
I was like, no, I was there.
There's another one.
I was so close. 5.
That's right.
I'm counting now. If we call each other out and count, we'll all end up stopping. So it's not actually a bad game.
So it kind of like, I'm kind of trying to get into a mentality of like, hey, like, let's approach the show with some fresh ideas and some things to try to improve upon what we're doing.
Like dropping your cigar on my floor and watching it roll.
That's not a
slowly
new
and
idea. I've
depressingly.
done that.
Yeah,
I've
but it
done
just like it did like the slow roll.
He exploded it too.
Give her an old licky.
Mm,
Not there. Okay. So anyways,
yeah.
you're saying fresh, new ideas like
That's my mentality. I don't think this is a week for it. But here's what I will do. I will call the audience to action again. Give us some goddamn ideas, man. 105.
6. Come on.
You know what I mean?
You were doing good.
You broke it. Seal. Gone.
No, wait.
Bye-bye.
All right, we can put the cork back in.
Cork. All right, cool. I'm back in. Challenge accepted.
Oh.
Dagan it.
Evil containment way. Sorry.
No, like, help us out, guys. You know where to get
Yeah.
us.
Take some
Facebook
Freshy
group,
Fresh.
Facebook Messenger, cigarjunkies@gmail.com.
Oh, that one's
The
correct.
Cigar Junkies.
Yes,
at
the
Gmail.
cigar junkies. You know that.
Yeah, we'll do the little.
The little the.
So, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I would like to try to keep something a little bit more on brand. Like, hey, man, come up with some cigar questions or something. And I had some, but I'm just gonna completely let him go for today. I got my daughter to start her own business.
Okay, what's she doing?
Yeah, it's courtey of
The red, white, and
coworker.
blue. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
that too. He's not alive anymore.
Yeah, he didn't make it.
He's unalived.
Yeah.
No, so there's a guy in the department that I'm crossing in. I'm like bouncing back and forth to. It's like, oh man, I got somebody who comes over and cleans up my dog poop for like $65 a month. I'm like, you got too much money, dude. Like, what?
Yeah,
what
but $60 a
decisions
month
did
just
you
to
make
have it so you
better
don't.
than me.
Oof. Yeah, I don't
And he's
know.
like, yeah, there's like 4 companies in Pittsburgh that do it, and like they come once a week for $65 a month. And I was like, that is the best teenager business ever. There's like 0 barrier to entry there. You go around with like a grocery bag and pick up poo. You don't have to buy a lawnmower or like a crappy old S10
No
to
overhead.
put it. Yeah. And so like I told my son about it, and he was just like as uninspired as a person could possibly be. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna tell my highly motivated daughter, and she jumped up all on top of it.
Oh yeah.
So she was very interested. So I ordered like a nice scooper off of Amazon for $30. I'm like, I tell you what, we got a dog. I'll provide the equipment. You know what I mean? It'll make it like
She's gonna end up using nitro gloves.
Everybody.
That's
It's possible.
They just
It's got the cool little like. There's a bag with the
yeah, but then there's
in
too
the
many
bucket
times that it's a little
and
bit
a little
soupy and
rake.
it smears on it, and then you can't. Then you have to put that in your car after. Like
She don't have a car.
nitro
She
gloves
also
is-
doesn't drive.
Yep,
Well, I mean, she drives.
that's
Done.
If I were to have a poop cleaning business, especially for dog poop. That's what I would do.
Just
Gloves. I glove it. Pick it up.
Especially for dog poop. So like human poop.
Yeah,
Dog poop.
There'd be some Lysol involved in that.
Yeah, no, human poop would be way different.
Yeah, that's a whole different story.
So, anyways, my
About a man
daughter
named Brady.
gets excited. She's like, "Ooh, I can make money. I could have a business and stuff." And so, you know, I made a few phone calls for her to a couple of neighbors. I'm like, "We'll find you a couple. I'll get you a couple of customers
To try.
tonight on our block, like within a 2-block radius of the house." So I got her 3 customers that. And she was like really worried about overquoting the price. I'm like, well, they're kind of all friends and neighbors, so do $30 a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do it once a week. She said, I'll do it every Monday. So I set her up with 3 people already. And so then she was like, I was like, you could show up and put like the little, like the Chinese food does the door hanger menus. What makes me think of the Simpsons episode where Bart's the ninja menu boy. And I was like, she's like, well, I gotta pay for that and get designs. And she's like, will you design it for me? I'm like, hell yeah. And unfortunately, Seinfeld is not nearly as in, active status as it used to be, because I immediately grabbed a picture of the soup Nazi off of the internet and put "no poop for you." It was like,
But see, the glory of what you're saying about it not being in is not true.
okay,
Because our customers are not the in crowd. They're the old folks like us that watch Seinfeld. So like, go ahead with Seinfeld. Like,
Sure.
that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it relates to your customer base, get after it.
Pitter
pitter patter,
Pitter
indeed.
patter. I said, so we did father-daughter dance last night.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a blast. But we're out, there's a patio in the back along the river, and it was gorgeous outside. So, and it was hotter than hell inside the fire hall. So we're out there, kids are running around. And I did, the daddy whistle. Both girls come running. I'm like, hey, 20 minutes, then we're going to call it a night. And we're going to go down to the river. We're going to throw our flowers in the river, and then we're going to call it a night, right? All is good. Then they go to do something, and I went pitter-patter, and both kids same time go, let's get at her. And you heard the collective dads just all go and lose it. I was like,
This was the little flyer I drew up
Yep.
a couple of minutes. That was pretty good. You want to pass that to the
I can
Jason?
see it from here.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Your eyes are better than mine, sir.
No poop for you.
That's fun.
This is, we sweep the mine, so your back is fine.
Wow.
I originally I'm like, I need to put you in like a little army costume with a minesweeper. Like, I'll just superimpose your face on like somebody sweeping the minefield. And she had no idea what the F I was talking about.
Anytime someone says superimpose, I am reminded of the goat skit from Adam Sandler's comedy CD.
Bundled me. I didn't know he was going to fucking bundle me.
The old man walks away and he says, "What superimpose?"
What's superimpose?
Why does he sound
Superimpose me,
like,
man.
what was the dog's name from MTV? The
Oh.
cigar smoking dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
Triumph.
Triumph.
Yeah.
Triumph the something.
But insult dog or something.
Something like that.
You know what dog went under the radar from our childhood that I think needs more credit is Courage. Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was a great show.
I love that show.
Fuck yeah.
Dude,
Sorry,
that show was
uncorked.
so dumb.
Yeah, it was.
That was so dumb.
There was, oh man, I can't remember what it was, but I was reading like fan theories about it, and they were talking.
Really?
Yeah.
People were that invested?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's up,
yeah.
Curcio?
I don't remember what the fan theory was.
Curcios are on vacation. Where are you at,
He's
Curcios?
still logging in, saying hello.
I'm saying they're battling for that top spot with Colby and Pam.
Seneca's talking about underdog. All up and away.
Ooh, underdog, little shoe shine boy.
He never gets slowed down. He's got the dirtiest job in town. Bending low at the people's feet.
I don't think I'm the person to read this message
Uh-oh.
at the top there.
Yeah, we just rolled past that.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah, that was earlier. We just let that go.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something. You're in Cancun.
Cancun.
Were you able to smuggle in your cigars?
Dude, they could have stayed in Kevin's joint.
Huh?
The coworker from work that pays for poo removal. He owns a house in Mexico and plans to retire there in like a year and a half
Mom.
at the age of like 49.
Good for him. And
Yeah,
he did all that by paying other people to clean up his poop.
Dude, there's money coming from somewhere. You know what I mean? Something's a front. There ain't no way, because his wife's like a cop.
It's called good life choices.
No, it's called somebody inherited some money. I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm almost positive.
What you guys like? You locked eyes. What
He
just
didn't
happened?
actually look me in the eyes. He was looking me in like the chin or something.
Oh, were you chinning it?
I don't know.
Is that-
Look at that! No, rape van. That thing.
Oh, that's got some headroom
Dude, look at
clearance
that
in that.
conversion van. I haven't seen a conversion van in a minute.
What you said, rape van, headroom, took on a new connotation.
Yeah, you can stand up and tower over your.
Eric, we do not need to hear about your weekend.
He can't do that anymore. He can't balance as well on 9. Dude, you remember when you were a kid, like a pickup truck is probably more likely your option, but do you remember being a kid when you ever got an opportunity to be in the back of an open vehicle?
Oh yeah.
Without seatbelts and like just try to stay up? So like my pap had like a Dodge Caravan, and sometimes there'd be often no seats in the back because he'd be transporting large items in it, and just the pure joy of sliding around like a disoriented dog in the back of the vehicle. That should be a ride at Kennywood.
My mom and dad had this old green station wagon that the windshield wipers didn't. The motor for the windshield wipers had blown out, and for like
have to do like the
2 or 3 weeks, my mom had rope.
Yep.
Yeah,
And she would.
Was it a Woody?
Yeah, I don't believe it was a Woody. However, I do remember me and my infant little sister in the back of the station wagon watching the road go by through the holes that were rotted in the floor.
So there's a knot on like in my skull on the back of my head.
Yeah.
And my brother has the same one from the back of an old Ford LTD where you're sitting backwards, except there wasn't really padding there. So when mom would lock him up, wham, catching that bar in the back of that. Oh, just talk about station wagons. That's immediately where my brain goes to.
My uncle, who was
I think my brother actually had to go to the hospital for that once.
primary guardian for a time,
Mom,
and
if you're still here,
but
tell me
also
if
I
I'm
spent a lot of time with my cousins as a kid, and my uncle had this like 80s Volkswagen Jetta
Okay.
that was a 5-speed diesel and just had less balls than any vehicle ever made in life. Like it probably got like 57 miles per gallon or something, but the floorboards were just rotted away. And when you'd go up a hill, it reminds you of being in an old wooden roller coaster. The noises were the same too. That kink, 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 and everybody in the back seats got their fingers crossed, and everybody's praying they're going to crest the hill. The only difference was whenever it hit the downhill, it did not go near as fast as a roller coaster.
But did it make the?
Yeah, 100%. But it did that at 20 mile an hour on a flat surface too.
Oh.
So, like this car was such a piece of crap that after he self-bondoed some of the holes in like the quarter panels, he just handed me and my cousins some like cans of white
Said go to town.
Rust-Oleum flat paint. It was like, here, learn how to paint a car. It's like somehow it looked better, which is just an insult to how bad that car was in the first place.
When
thing
you
was a piece.
when you said self-bondoed, like
Not like Eric.
I thought that was a metaphor for something for a second. I'm like, what does he get? Oh, he actually means bondo and did it be himself.
Dude,
So my mom confirmed it was a Ford Fairmont though.
I never actively watched that 70s show, but I did see some episodes. And last night, while I was scrolling through my boredom on the Facebooks, a clip come up from that 70s show, and Red walks into the kitchen like in the middle of the night, and Kelso's in there holding the fridge. And he's like, "The hell are you doing in here, Kelso? Did somebody glue you to the fridge?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "Did you glue yourself to the fridge?" Yes. And that's where my mind went from self-bondoed.
Oh, you know what?
That was the tie-in because I knew it wasn't evident to you.
I got one thing I gotta.
All right, but if it's rainbow colored, I'm averting my eyes.
What do you say?
I'm going pink, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm going pink. But why is it a two-hand deal?
Oh,
Is it- You're excited,
Do you
but
trust
covering
me?
your eyes. No.
Close your eyes.
No.
Close your eyes.
No.
Just dude,
Pretty please.
do it.
I will not. I will not. You can put it away.
It's not a PP. It's not a PP. It's not a PP.
I promise
I swear to God, it's not a PP.
All right, I won't close my eyes, but I'll make awkward eye contact with
It is a hot dog.
Oh, okay. A hot dog. Is it a pink hot dog?
Yeah.
That's delightful.
Wait a minute.
Hey, it's a chicken. Oh, I could have had a chicken.
That's what I said. You want blue or pink?
Yeah. So my choices were pink sausage or blue cock.
Correct.
Oh, did you see it yet?
Oh, damn. It doesn't have very good. Oh, please tell me Eric has not had access to these.
You were so sexy, Cory.
Oh my God, put that back on your head. Make it a little moist.
Cut away.
All right.
I like how it cut away right after I lick my fingers.
Oh.
I was so happy. I was so happy. So it is not a sexual device. I just want to clarify.
Okay. Now, can you please play Justin Timberlake, I'm bringing sexy back?
Here, I'll just lay the chicken up here for you, bud.
Here. In for a penny.
If we're getting at it, we're getting at it.
This one's not going to come off.
No, that one really isn't.
If Opus Clip does not I'm definitely not paying for the subscription if Opus Clip does not pick this up.
Jesus Christ.
You're welcome, guys. I refuse to look at the I'll wait.
I don't care. Dude, those could have been $300. It was
Worth every this
I'm sorry. Okay, so if you're an audio listener,
dude, there's so much
you're missing some elements of the show.
call to action.
Yeah. Please like, subscribe. Hold on. On every platform. And don't forget, guys, word of mouth helps as well.
Best $25 I think I ever spent.
If anyone ever said I'm not a good sport, I'm not even looking because I don't want to see how terrible it is. Because I don't want to be tempted to take them off. You know what I mean? But on a serious note, what are you guys getting out of the cigar? Are you enjoying it?
Oh, God. Oh, what are we naming this episode? Attack of the Dildo Corn. Oh no, it's two of them. So.
You gotta watch the language.
Oh,
I
my
think.
God.
You know what I mean?
Number
the
one.
rare double-horned unicorn, something like that.
Beware the Dildoculus. I just made it up right now. Come on, it wasn't the most advanced.
So, if I were to give you a mission right now,
Dude, you need to get them
If
off
I
before
were
you
to
end up
give
with
you
two
a
big
mission-
fucking hickeys on your head.
if I were to give you a mission, would that be a dildoculous quest?
Oh. Oh.
Hold on.
No. Don't the peel. There's little tabs. Peel. Oh, God. Oh, they were on there, too.
Oh, they were on there. I made sure.
The things I do. There was a slight moment of pain in your face, and I was like, oh, no.
I think if we just cut the 5 seconds where I take them off, we could get a lot of new people picking up.
Absolutely clipped it.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Hey.
Do we need an intermission?
Good sport, man.
We need an intermission for this episode.
All right, it's time for the cigar news.
It's time for the cigar news, brought
Just
to
for
you
that.
by Tom's Penworks. As a cigar smoker, you appreciate luxury.
And as a premium cigar smoker, you appreciate handmade craftsmanship. And as a customer of Tom's Penworks, you'll appreciate the selection of custom-made, limited production items that you can show off to your friends. From handmade pens, pencils, bottle openers, cigar cases, and now custom rings, Tom will create something special for you or your loved one. Find him on the web at etsy.com/shop/Tom'sPenworks. And as always, you can find the link in the description for this episode. I do it for the kids that maybe I shouldn't associate with kids right now. I do it for the older folks watching at home.
Anything for a
to bring a
laugh.
little joy into their lives. And I can't wait now that I know I have a crew with me tonight for everyone to be like, what the hell are those red marks on your head from? And I'll be like, you have to subscribe.
Just be like, I was cupping.
Please, okay. We can agree I was a good sport. Can we not share this with the people at work, please?
I don't say anything about it.
Oh yeah. No, that one doesn't go to work.
Yeah, we don't want to be like your favorite local superhero.
Hefe said the sound effects were epic. So I'm glad
I leaned into the microphone.
Yeah, when you took them out, I definitely heard it in the headphones.
No,
I can't wait for Earl to listen to this episode driving around in a slingshot with the radio all the way up.
just the sheer laughter and then the dildoculus.
The news.
Yeah, the
We have
news.
some.
And then I kept thinking of Tithead from Little Nicky, and I'm just picturing like a double G string.
The second one on my head. That's all I could think about.
And I'm just thinking
It's
like
him
instead
and
of the
the
bra,
Chewbacca guy.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of the bra, it's a double G string. All right. So the news.
Here's some news.
United Cigars is releasing the unnamed cigar that was originally slated to be called Dragon Slayer to commemorate the Year of the Dragon. The cigars were rolled, packaged, and boxed with Dragon Slayer branding. When United became aware that they could potential trademark issue, the company decided to take a different approach, strip the packaging. While Two Guys Smoke Shop has listed the cigar as the cigar with no name, a press release referred to it as an unnamed cigar. Wow, they got creative on that one. They reached deep down for that one.
Sometimes I skim.
Yeah. San Andreas wrapper, Dominican binder, and combination Dominican piloto and Nicaraguan fillers. The cigar comes in one size. It's a Toro, and it'll be available in 15-count units packaged with complimentary humidif ashtray.
The cigar with no name was good. As Seneca chimes in on the chat room, I'm actually a little tempted because it's one of those fancy ashtrays that's built like this, but it's got the bumps the whole way through and has the little spots for it to fall through.
Yeah, those are cool.
But then I realized that the last thing I need is another ashtray.
Correct. Yeah, that would be no good.
Yeah.
Christoph 20th anniversary consists of a Brazilian Arapiraca wrapper over an Indonesian binder and a combination of Nicaraguan and Pennsylvania fillers. It is being released in 4 sizes. That's the bullet point you gave me, and I didn't skim well enough to realize
I didn't give it to you. I gave it to me.
Yeah, I shouldn't even have read it at all.
I just didn't anticipate the events that would happen.
Yeah, that would transpire right before.
Jeff Scales has been trying to get that cigar for a long time.
The 20th?
He's been trying to get Christoph.
I see what you did there. And JRE also be introduced.
Did they?
JRE also be introducing an Aladino Rothschild sampler was quietly released last year.
Oh,
that's how you wrote it. Well, that's how you copied and pasted it.
I'm so lightheaded. All the blood is pooling in 2 spots in my head.
So this is the Rothschild sampler we talked about last week as well. It's going to come in the 3-pack sampler.
Yeah, I would have avoided that one.
Davidoff has announced the Davidoff Year of Collectors Edition. It's an impressive collection that includes all of the limited edition cigars paying homage to each element of Chinese zodiac that Davidoff has released over the years. With the recent release of the Davidoff Year of the Dragon, Davidoff has completed a full cycle of the Chinese zodiac. Yeah, we're good on that. It features 12 trays, each representing a Chinese zodiac year. Each tray contains 8 of the limited edition cigars released by Davidoff to pay homage to that year. The following are limited edition cigars that are included, and then there's nothing comes after that.
Don't look at me.
But the colon's just hanging there.
It probably. Well,
I just like
Oh,
Eric walks by right then.
as
Like
Eric has said,
Clipping-
he's not even
clipping that one. Clipping
the
that one.
elasticity goes after 40.
is it 4 inches?
That too.
Next month, General Cigar will release the CAO Flathead Resonator. This is a new regular production offering under the CAO Flathead brand. It comes in a large, chunky box pressed 8x60 Vitola. Keeping the Flathead's automotive theme, the Resonator is named after a component of the car's exhaust
That's
system.
old too.
Yeah, we did that one too. Sweet.
Did I even print the right notes?
No, I
Let
don't
me
think you
see.
did. Yeah,
You have your own.
You did. Episode 105. Yeah, you got the date and everything correct on it.
There's a bearded fellow.
There
coming.
is a bearded man coming this way, and we don't have a Seneca here.
That's the same notes. Yeah, no, that's the ones. I mean, the date's right. I think I just didn't delete the stuff from last week. However, to be fair,
To be fair.
I don't think he's chiming in.
To be fair.
To be fair, I didn't write notes last week.
No, you didn't.
So the duplicates are because of the fact that they weren't on last week's notes because there were no notes,
No notes.
which does occur occasionally. You know what I mean? So, thank you, Mickey Peg, for not coming in any earlier. That was not something that you ever needed to see if you wanted to come back to this show. So Jason, maybe I could ask you a cigar question of seriousness.
I'll do my best to answer it.
So you've taken a different path because you have borderline experts that kind of pulled you into the cigar world.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm curious, like when you started your dance with your tango, as it were, with cigars, how did you find your buying habits were initially versus what they are now? Because the thing is, I don't think you were very active in the space between us hanging out and you coming in to hang with the show, right? Like you didn't have a lot of cigar purchasing happen during those days. So
No,
I'm thinking
I didn't.
you kind of skipped over the online purchases, right?
Yeah, right over it.
Okay, so like when you were first walking into a humidor, do you notice any difference between the way that you would approach the things that you would try versus now?
Pretty much now I'll try anything.
I get that, but like when you were new, was there like, were you drawn to the artwork or a particular color or something you thought was going to be
Color, right? So I was
Dark?
I would avoid green cigars
Mhm.
because in my head those were low quality. I would also avoid light color cigars, like ones that were colored. Like if you were to see a like a Philly blunt, like a full size Philly blunt, I would avoid cigars that were colored like that because to me, those were of lower quality.
Okay.
And they didn't taste as good. And I would go for dark cigars with cool names.
Which I think probably is a little bit of where I kind of hooked you, right? Because the Camacho Triple Maduro was the first one that you were really like, hey, I like cigars.
Oh yeah.
And that is a super dark cigar and also has some pretty standout packaging, I would say.
Yeah.
In terms of like the nice, really pretty lacquer black box with the Scorpion logo on it and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, looked like a Lamborghini, but little burnable.
That's what it was.
cylinders.
It was like the Lamborghini of cigars.
Yeah. Okay, so do you now, if you were to go in there without the assistance of old Big Top here, and you weren't knowing what you were looking at, is there like a change in what you find yourself drawn to, or is it just like, are you asking for recommendations? How do you do it now?
So I now stay away from like the big names.
Okay.
Like I'm more into like the boutique,
Sure.
specialty cigars that are, and I really don't have a preference, or I'm really not. I like to be surprised by them. I like to pick a cigar,
So like you like to have somebody hold two hands behind their back and go blue or pink.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, fair
yes,
enough.
yes.
Fair enough.
I like to be in. It's worked out well for me, and I'm finding that I have a pretty broad.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Her name's Jen.
She's beautiful.
See what I did
I
there?
have.
That was good. That was good.
I have a pretty broad
You said it again.
taste in cigars. Like
Yeah.
there's not a lot I don't like, and I like a lot of different things for a lot of different reasons.
Yep.
If you're monogamous in this hobby, you're missing something because everything is not always what it appears to be. I've had many mild dark cigars,
Absolutely.
many strong
Oh,
light
yeah.
cigars. You know, you can overpay, you can underpay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's almost no reason to not just roll into your local humidor and just start working your way from top left to bottom right.
Also,
Can't do that here.
also
I
before
move shit too often.
He does the
I
truffle
would've-
shuffle.
he does. I would avoid Lanceros.
Yeah.
I don't now. I've had 2 or 3 of them since the first one I had with you. And
You know why? Is because as a non-cigar smoker, you look at that and you think Virginia Slim, no thank you.
right.
Honestly, there's a lot of guys that won't smoke them for that.
And there's another thing.
They make your hands look good, though.
I looked for big cigars. Like the fatter the cigar
Value,
was,
perceived
Yep.
value.
It wasn't perceived value. I thought they were better.
It's because of Johnny Cash.
I don't know.
Because they're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars.
Smoking big cigars.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the perspective that
Yeah.
the non-cigar smoker has is that the wealthy people are smoking them big
Right.
fatties.
It was a status thing. It was the big fat cigars were the good ones.
This would be
Ironically, the people that spend the most money on cigars have a tendency to know the least about them sometimes.
And what I have found is some of my favorite cigars are small ones.
Yeah.
Like the Neanderthal.
Neanderthal, the Killer Bee. You've
the
been
Killer
going back
Bee,
to.
I
the
wish my
Killer
wife was
Bee,
more like
the
you.
Green Hornet.
Yep.
And dude, those there's a couple that are from who's the guy that's got all the skulls?
Black Label.
Black Label.
Yep.
And then there's another one, Blackworks.
Blackworks. Yeah.
So-
Same folks, but
Ironically, the size is pretty close, but it's not. It's a little bumpier in real life.
oh, I thought you were gonna say like he hooks to the left
Like-
instead of the right,
Like Black Label and
Got the little
Blackworks.
knot on
Those
the
are
top.
2 of my favorite brands.
and they're the same brand.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Like they're separate brands, but same people, blender, factory, all that. So it makes sense.
Can I just point out how much I love the fact that there's a balloon knot on it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there is.
It's
Okay, so since you have that,
hey,
did you guys
can't
like
even,
the movie?
You can't even. You brought it in.
Did you guys like the movie Sausage Party?
No, it was terrible.
It was
All the
horrible.
best parts of
Were
that
in the
movie were
commercial.
in the commercials.
Yes.
100%.
Right.
But like
That is an exact representation of like, oh no, they're eating children.
children,
That was it.
fucking
Man. Like, that was the
children.
only good part
Yeah.
of that whole damn movie.
That and there was a while that when movies were coming out and they were advertising things, and especially like animated movies, I'm like, they put all of the best
All of
parts in the commercials and the trailer
Yeah.
for the movie. You're like, I basically seen the whole thing.
Yeah, there's
So,
nothing left for me to get from this.
One thing I'm certain of is that I'm the only one here who's watched the Marvels, the new
Oh,
Disney
yeah.
Plus.
Sure
MCU,
haven't.
MCU. Yeah.
Yeah.
We waited for it to come out on Disney Plus. It was a 7, which is pretty good for
Really?
recent Marvel movies, I'd say. You know what I mean? Like it stuck to the things. There were some parts where I'm like, you could have went a little harder on some of the action scenes.
Sure.
You know
Before
what
we go much further away, I just
no,
I
no,
think
no,
your,
this
your,
is-
you know, your question to Jason was really good. So
Oh,
anybody
I didn't
who
think you were hearing.
who's willing to do the feedback, shoot us an email with like your experience on that.
What-
Like I think it'd be cool to read off like some other people's versions of what
absolutely.
happened there.
So, like earlier when I was discussing the serious questions, that was one that I had like kind of for all of us to maybe answer. And then in your absence, I just chose to lean into something serious
Yeah.
coming out of that, just because of the fact that I was like, I don't know where I'm going right
Yeah.
now. But that is maybe something
is a
for
really
the two
good
of us
question.
to answer later on.
Yeah, sorry, and I wanted to before we got too far away from it, I wanted to call that out. Like, yeah, shoot us an email with that, and then just title it episode 105 question, and then we'll know what it is.
Yeah.
That way we can sort them.
Because I'm sure there'll be a overwhelming response. How are we ever going to get through all these emails? That my only point with the Marvels is there was one thing that I absolutely loved, and it's not too big of a spoiler if you ever end up catching it. Maybe you'll think of me saying this. They found a way to use the Flurkin as a transportation device, which I loved.
Oh, I don't know what a Flurkin is.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you see Captain Marvel?
Oh, is that the cat?
Yes.
Okay.
What the reason that it resounds so loudly in my memory is because my dog Summer, golden retriever, she's a puppy forever. She's like the sweetest dog in the whole world. But so like my kids went through a phase where we had trash bags, like contractor bags full of old stuffed animals.
Yeah.
And like plush things in the attic, right? It was like, you guys got too many of these. They're taking up the house. And so we would just kind of not want to get rid of them, but so we move them around. And eventually at some point, my kids were like, oh, we'll start giving these to the dog. Not realizing this is going to be a huge pain in the ass for us to clean up the fluff all the time.
Yep.
However, there was one that she particularly was gentle with, and it was like her buddy for a long time. It was a very realistic looking orange tabby cat that we called the Flurkin for many years. Because of its likeness to the Flurkin in the movie. The part where this story becomes terrifying is that at some point the head of the Flurkin was no longer salvageable.
Yeah.
And my daughter took it upon herself to continue sewing this stuffed cat up just without a head.
Oh, Jesus.
And so my dog would just carry this. And you know how Summer is. Like, she actually uses a toy in her mouth as a deterrent to accidentally snap at you because she gets so excited. She tries to lick you. Maybe sometimes teeth make contact.
Yep.
My father-in-law once caught a tooth to the nose and ended up bleeding all over my damn house when she was real young. And ever since that event, she got yelled at and, disciplined for that. And ever since then, when somebody new is coming around or when the kids are getting off the bus, when Shannon's coming home from work, when she's excited and she knows someone's coming, she grabs a toy and keeps it in her mouth until she's no longer super excited.
Tallulah does that, except she does it with my freaking socks. So like 20% of the socks that get folded and put away in my house. But it's always mine.
Brit had to look at Sam and be like, come on. That sock's sticking straight out.
Well, no. So like we don't have a dresser. We have like the tote bins that slide into the cubes. And so she can take her head and just push her head into the bottom drawer and grab a pair of socks. So anytime she starts getting like overly excited, she runs upstairs to my bedroom, grabs a pair of socks, and then runs around with it for like 20 minutes. That's what I do when I get
overly excited. What a coincidence.
You use a dirty sock.
I mean,
did you ever see Big Mouth?
Yes.
No.
Sleeping at you, pig.
But it's not as good as the Family Guy. It's not as good as whenever someone comes out and touches Chris' shirt and all of his clothes just shatter. It's pretty good.
Oh.
I think I mentioned it last week. The one of like it's the little reel on Facebook where she's like, "Really? God damn it! There's not a clean towel in this whole house. Why are all the towels hard?" And he's like, "Oh, no, it wasn't me. It wasn't me." She's like, "Look at the dog." And the dog's laying on its back with its legs stiff up in the air.
Oh,
yeah,
we're as far down that rabbit hole as we should go, I think. I think that's the...
It's a good thing that we don't have smell-o-vision yet, because if that dog smelled like peanut butter, goddamn. Yeah. That's what I do.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I have a gift.
Yeah.
But anyway, Flurkin transportation devices. Yes, I was amused.
That was
a long way around.
Long way around. Oh. So you're very reserved today.
Well, I mean, he talked while you were gone.
Yeah.
Is it because of me?
No.
It might. He won't talk when I'm around.
It's because my allergies are kicking my butt this morning.
Ah, okay. I didn't know if it was alcohol exposure.
A little of that too.
Little column A, little column B.
Little column A, little column B.
Yeah, I started my day off with a Gatorade because.
Also, he's drinking water instead of coffee, which is probably because of the alcohol exposure and the fact that he has to work shortly.
Yeah.
But I would like to point out that I'm still just baffled by the fact that you just don't have allergy medication everywhere. We discussed this last week because he rolls into my house for the poker game last weekend and was like, "Oh no, I need allergy medicine." I'm like, "Really?" Because it seems like you always need allergy medicine. Why don't you just always have allergy medicine? Like he needs like a belt dispenser.
I do.
For the allergy, like allergy pills on one side and Tums on the other side.
Click, 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 click.
But like 8 times as many Tums as
Remember the
allergy
change
pills.
dispenser?
Yeah, that's exactly what I had in my mind whenever
Yep.
I was describing said
Spot
item.
on.
So he rolls in, and fortunately for him, I for some reason had a bottle of Claritin that never made it to anywhere else and just sits on my drill press.
All right.
And he's like, "Oh, Jed, I need the allergy pills. Can you go to the car?" And I'm like, "I got you, bro." Like right here on the drill press for some reason.
Dougie Doug just asked a very valid question. Does anybody give a shit about the Super Bowl?
No.
But no.
Nah.
But the Swifty Bowl
accomplished-
party will be fun.
We accomplished before Jason arrives that we don't even care about the footballs
Yeah, no,
or
not
the
at all.
foosballs. Which
Yeah,
is-
because he
which
keeps
is
talking
the
about
devil.
Rich Bozeman or some
Yeah.
football player. I don't.
Some bitch
Somebody from
with
the
a big
49ers. That's the wrong name, by the
nose.
way. That's
from a
like,
place.
sorry, Mr. Bozeman, if
Yeah.
you're a real person.
Something about them football pants just drives him wild.
Don't call Jason a bozo.
What?
Nick
Bosa.
Bosa.
I have no
Apparently,
idea
he
who
plays
that
the
is.
football.
Thank you. That's the trifecta. That's the trifecta.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
no.
Heterosexual men that are past football
Yes.
do not know who this person is.
Correct.
Yeah. I'm sure all the wives of
They know who they are this year.
football loving heterosexual men are probably in the same camp as you.
Yeah.
And hopefully you get invited to one of those Super Bowl parties because we just got nothing for you. Buddy.
Well, that's why I didn't do like we're not doing a Super Bowl party tonight. We're doing a Swifty Bowl party.
yeah,
That's
I noticed this.
That's it. Yeah, just embrace
which
it.
really sounds like a bizarre product designed to dust your toilet.
Oh, a Swiffer bowl, a bowl Swiffer. Oh, okay.
Swifty bowl.
Swifty bowl. I like. Oh, that's her.
Get
That's her
Swifty.
new. Get Swifty.
Oh, pull down your pants.
Eric used to drive for Swift. Oh, sorry.
I ain't as swifty as I once was.
Back in his lot lizard
But I'm
days,
as
those were his
stiff
favorite
once
drivers.
as
Though.
I ever was.
I'm sure you weren't.
Ooh.
He was a lot armadillo.
Oh, I feel like we could do like a lot possum rock lobster, like
Lot possum.
Lot possum. Thank you. Yeah, I couldn't put it together in my head to say it out loud, but I knew I could believe in you guys.
Did you know Kenny from work, Jason, did not know that there was a baseball bat in the peanut butter jelly song?
Peanut butter jelly with a
baseball
baseball
bat.
bat.
Right. He was like, "Well, I knew the peanut butter jelly part." I'm like, that's nothing. You know what I mean? Peanut butter jelly. It's implied that peanut butter jelly. Come on, get the. Have you never watched an episode of Family Guy in your life?
Oh yeah, no.
Have you never been on the internet?
I was gonna say that was fucking E-Bomb's world.
Oh,
dude.
Yeah, that's old.
That's a vine right there.
Peanut butter jelly time. All right. Yeah.
He has no idea what he
The
always.
banana with the maracas.
The thing I appreciate about Kenny is every time he pulls his banana out of his lunchbox, he goes, "I have to eat a banana with my butt," and I'm like, "Well, you know, at least he's upfront about it."
Well, it'll eventually make its
around.
way there.
Back. Goodbye.
With my butts.
Yeah, I don't know
Somebody
how the
put
math
some
works there,
Nutella on there.
but I appreciate the honesty is what it really
Yeah.
comes down to. You know what I mean? But I can't believe you didn't know there was a baseball bat
Yeah.
association.
That's the guy who did he was like a string of reels or whatever, and it's my spoon's too big.
All
You
right,
guys ever see that guy? Oh, I'll have to show it to you. But my daughter does the second scene of that, which is I am a banana, and it's hysterical.
I have a lot of ideas on this show,
We know.
but if we want to get rich, we really have to act fast on this one. Okay?
Oh.
Peanut butter jelly brand baseball bats.
Oh.
Go ahead. Let me know.
Saying
You gonna start turning them in your garage?
before or after they're baseball bat shaped?
Before, like you take the log and you go.
I have a lathe, but it's not big enough.
No.
All right, Eric, you're gonna have to leave
My dad has a lathe that's big enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's freaking huge.
because there's something touching your belly button, and we don't need to know what it is. It would be impressive if it.
I was gonna say that's.
Yeah. I seen it.
Moving on.
Out of the one people who have tested the sample, there were no complaints. I seen a thing scrolling through the
This thing
Facebooks
tastes like
of
shit.
if it touches your belly button, you're in. And I'm like, well, I mean, to be fair, my belly button is proportionate to the rest of me from that area. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know if that's really saying much.
I mean, a toothpick would touch your belly button from there.
Blink, 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 blink.
I'm at least one of those floss picks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, with the curve.
Inverted. Well, because there's more. Okay, 2 floss picks in opposing directions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I get the picture.
Like that?
Well, but yes, hold on. All right, now you're there. Because I feel like you were doing a different symbol there for a minute.
So I was like, yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah, it's not a diamond
Okay.
or a triangle.
Shine like a
It's-
diamond.
It's like the SpaceX rocket with.
That looks like a giant Johnson.
Woody Harrelson.
One-Eye Monster? That was one of them.
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski, you didn't finish your paperwork.
Was
23.
her name Roz or
Yeah.
That's what I'm a nickname mine.
2319.
No, Mike Wazowski, because
Oh,
my boo loves it.
Oh, that's gross.
Yes.
Yeah, no, but that
I feel like I accomplished something here
That-
today.
that was-
This
that was-
show is not for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
that was Solly that Boo loved,
That's fair.
which
I wish I was
is
that.
covered in hair. So
I wish I was. I mean, it's not always blue. Occasionally,
Sometimes
Halloween. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, you know, we all get a little.
if I order a couple
ambitious
more
with the
sets, can we
Kool-Aid.
see like how much of a porcupine we can make on your head? Like 1, 2, 3, 4.
We could everybody get 9 on that.
I'm thinking
I
9 is exactly
Feel like
a natural woman. Sorry, woman.
I don't see how all the phallic imagery associates with a woman.
It's 2024, man.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. I mean, you could be whatever
Let's
you
go,
want.
girls.
No, what I'm thinking is like there should be an objective for the people at home. You know what I mean? Like we need to get them involved. It's got to be a certain number of listeners or subscribers, and then I could look like Taka the turtle.
Yeah,
from
but
the
like
Ninja
so we
Turtles and shit.
do all that. We're like great. So we build
we need a target.
yeah. We get the porcupine
Other than
built,
my
and
head.
then then we have ring toss.
Yeah.
And like different, like hot dogs worth 2 points, chicken's worth 3 points, and then like the giant rainbow butt plug in the middle that we're not gonna put on there.
So you
swear.
say
It's
hedgehog, and my mind goes to Sonic, and for some reason, there's like a trading card with all these things on my head, and Sonic on one side, and for some reason, Eric's name is Knuckles. Read into that what you want to. You know what I mean? Although that's not really accurate.
because I can get 3 of them in there.
If he had
Dude,
said
look at
nickname, it would
The
probably
best
be.
part is look at the size of his hands. They're like fucking.
Yeah, he has big
Like
hands.
3 knuckles from him is like the Coralejo bottle.
If I had to take an honest guess, I'd say they probably call him Elbow.
Oh no, they just shortened it to Bo. Sup, Bo? Good old toe, Bo.
There's a reason he laughs like a Muppet.
Rainbow bow with the missing toe.
Rainbow Bo with the missing toe. Gonna get all the way up for show.
If anybody out there has any expertise with Muppet making, I will pay you. I will pay you.
I know a guy.
And of
Interestingly
course you do.
enough,
Gee, why am I not surprised?
Why do you know a Muppet guy?
That could be a
I did.
segment.
I don't remember if his first name is Tom, but his last name is Sadecki. He owned a puppet company up in
How fun would it be to do an entire episode, but instead of us, we each have a puppet talking for us?
That would be awesome.
Okay.
It would be a short episode, but yeah.
Hang with me here. I have a vision. Every week, the Cigar Junkies do a deep dive. This week's deep dive, we're going to go elbow deep in Nine-Toe Bow.
They're closed. Permanently closed. Sadecki's Puppets. They were in Tarentum, Pennsylvania.
You know, when
Nope.
you
Nope.
stick your thumb up, he goes, ah.
Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. 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 Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Is anybody still here?
Yeah, lots of people's actually.
Really?
Yeah.
How far?
Do you want to
are
read us
we?
some events?
I'd love to get this shit over with, really. Wednesday, February 14th at Cloud 33, Ladies' Night Valentine's Day Party. Come out and enjoy for the ladies and gents. Not gents and gents, although I think later if we go through this. If
You
want a
keep talking the way
mature
you're
and
talking.
sophisticated atmosphere unlike this show, enjoy your evening and bring your lady or your man, friend or family to the, it's not West Virginia, to the place that only allows you to be truly premium. It's a $25 cover with a complimentary mimosa, champagne, cigar specials, small bites, sweets, raffles, and giveaways.
Waffle.
Live music. I'm here because they said there was going to be a waffle
They're giving you a waffle?
and or DJ. BYOB. Cloud 33. I don't know where that is. I haven't been there. Have
Cloud
you-
33? No, I haven't. It's the old no, it's not Sassy Ash. That's traditional. I want to say it's Penn Hills.
Sassy
I
Sensations.
want to say it's up that way.
Saturday, February 17th at the Pittsburgh Bottle Shop in Heidelberg. It's the Strum Junkies. That's right. Come see the name shake from my t-shirt. I might wear it. Probably not. It feels a little overdoing it wearing a t-shirt for your own thing at the thing you're doing. You know what I mean?
No, you should absolutely wear the t-shirt.
Didn't
Yeah.
think that went through the
Yeah,
whole way.
that's kind of.
Come see me and Nick the Pick Charles 7 to 10 p.m. Get yourself some high quality grub, some locally brewed beer, and hang out with us for some acoustical entertainment. What else we got? Tuesday, February 20th at JTT. You got poker night. That's right.
Ooh.
Join Sam I'd say us because that's what it says, but I'm only here on Sundays. So join them every third Tuesday for their just for fun quote
Just for fun. No,
But there's-
no money.
There's quotes.
Is it really?
Yes, I copy. You know I didn't write it. You know I copied and pasted it. Just for fun, poker night. The fun starts at 6
Yay.
p.m. and it's a cigar buy-in. So it isn't just for fun.
Yeah,
it's for
it's
cigars.
2 cigar buy-in.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, actually, the 13th. Sorry, I'm going to cut in just because this one comes before that. The 13th, we're going to have the chess tournament.
the
So,
chest tournament.
Yeah, which surprisingly had a decent amount of people turn out for, but it's
Who's got the best chest?
close. Who's the
I
best?
mean-
The best at chess? Yeah.
It'd be a good way to get the ladies and Eric's friends in here. You know what I mean? Just all Cowboys hats and chests. Chests.
No, we got that on the 13th, and then on the 20th we have the poker. So we're trying to do this run of Tuesday night things now.
They're running Tuesday, March the 12th at Dirty Dog. Give me all green shitty beep. AB's own Ryan Ponist is back with the best of green labels, Filthy Hooligans, Shamrocks, and Tullamore Dew. Now, it doesn't have to be green to get deals on it. Just has to be from the shop's top brand, Alec Bradley.
Dun, dun,
I don't know about
dun.
you, but that has me feeling lucky. It made me feel a little dirty saying that. I
Yeah,
feel
keep
like
going.
I didn't get paid enough for that read.
Yeah.
Sunday, March the 17th at the Smokestack, everything tobacco. I'm assuming there was an I there and it got
It's
deleted.
back.
Tease back.
Oh, yeah,
One of
Tease
their
back.
largest
Teabag?
and most anticipated events of the year, Ryan Ponist. That sounds familiar. A Forged Cigar will be there with plenty of limited and sought after Filthy Hooligan Shamrocks to go around. Deals on all Alec Bradley products, including the new post embargo blend B15. It'll help you earn tickets toward amazing prizes. No telling on whether they're sausages or chickens, but I'm sure there will be a color selection. How about custom Alec Bradley Dew Point White Cutter set? I might have to go to this event.
Ooh.
A DuPont, you say?
he says.
I hope it's a soft flame. You know what I mean?
Dude,
Like,
the
don't
new-
say
the-
DuPont and
The
give me
new
a
one's a
torch.
soft flame, and then when you push the roller in on the side, it turns into a torch.
You push it
Fucking want one.
harder, and it just
Harder.
burns brighter. Good life advice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How about special rare bottle of Alec Bradley's Starlight Barrel Pick and more? Food, fun, festivities to go around. They also have plenty of Penn Brewery swinging beers to keep the merriment going. You're not going to want to be left out. Only at the Stack. I forgot to do welcome to the group. I don't know if there's anybody. There could be. Maybe we'll just have a whole bunch of people next week, or maybe it'll be like
yeah,
3.
just do a bunch next week.
Maybe it'll be 3. It's possible also.
We got 2 other events actually happening here too. So I got the 25th. We're gonna have Illusione Cigars and Liberty Pool Spirits.
Yeah. Don't pull a Barry Stein. It's not Illusione.
Well, that's how they say it. So that's
who's
what
they?
The people that work there, the sales rep.
It's Illusione.
It's Illusione. Sorry,
I don't think
that's how they say it. That's how I'm saying it.
That's you don't know, but that's a long-standing debate right there. Okay, get on with it.
I'm going with how the sales rep says it. And on the 27th, we're gonna have karaoke night again. So 6
I
o'clock.
don't care for that.
You don't care for karaoke?
I don't care for the. I like your original thoughts on what the name was.
Karaoke.
Yes.
Oh yes.
I think that should be the official title.
Karaoke.
Yes, I really do. And I think
I don't want people to think they need to show up in a gi.
I think it would be better if they did.
I think it would actually be kind of awesome.
Already, really? Are we where we need to be?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, guys. If you haven't been paying attention, like, subscribe, share every platform. It's not good enough to do one. Make sure you do the word of mouth too, because that's also important.
It does help.
From what I hear from the people, because out in like the Nebraskas, they don't have the internet. That's what I'm told.
Yeah, and reach out to us. Use the email. Use that stuff, and tell us what you think and what you guys want to hear more or less of.
Especially that every Sunday at 9:30 or later, depending on the guy. Same thing.
Salut.